Hello everyone, my name is Koifish and today we're going to play some Manor Lords with a bit of a twist. Instead of constructing the usual medieval European village, we will take inspiration from the best city and community planners on Earth, the United States. I'm going to keep the core ideas of the suburb in mind when designing my village. That includes intense urban sprawl with dense low-income housing, limited access to services, and my personal favorite, destruction of the environment. So let me welcome you to Springfield. Current population, 10 people. Our first step, total ecological collapse. We'll build a cool lumber camp. This is giving me less modern America and more the pilgrims. You sure this isn't Jamestown? Alright, my dear people, I want you to take this forest, right? And I want you to level it.
Wood needed. More wood is needed. Not enough wood, my lord. Wood stocks are too low, sir.
Now, since this ecological collapse is gonna take a little while, I'll start with my first suburban area. Now, some key points of Suburbia is the cul-de-sac, which I think is French. Let me just Google it. I guess what we're really constructing is an sack, which makes a lot of sense because this is probably the biggest crime to city planning that man has ever created. So the core idea is that you sprawl all the way in, as far away from important infrastructure and especially jobs. Now you create little offshoots. This building development will give us plenty of money because we'll sell them for about $500 a piece. Did I say 500? I meant $500,000! Shouting out prices like that, I feel like Price Master, you know, this very absurdist art project, which is like a yard sale with a guy on stilts, I think, and he's just yelling out prices. And none of the prices make sense, just like the American housing market. Oh god damn it, the homeless are making more permanent shelters. We're gonna gentrify this area and then we're gonna tear these down and replace them with this beautiful little condo where you can co-live with your co-workers. Sometimes I feel like I don't speak English. I just make sounds that sort of mimic an episode of Friends, and that's how I've gone by all these years. But would you look at that, huh? An actual construction boom. Inner city California be like, this burger's plot? 2 million please. More houses, we need the sprawl. I want this looking packed. I want a sardine in a can to go like, damn, that's plenty for living space. Hey, we got our first people moving in. Hey, more workers. Workers work and that's it. And our settlement just leveled up. Nice. And we got a message. Yo, this is America! Hey, this is what America was founded on. A well-regulated militia. These are the Minutemen. What is a musket with a bayonet if not just a spear that shoots, huh? We get our first development point. Now, American towns don't really develop. They just stagnate and die. We're going to go with charcoal burning so that we can ruin the environment. And we'll further speed up the deforestation by getting a woodcutter's lodge. And of course, the all-American backyard. Wait, is that chickens? Within the city limits? That's a fine from the Homeowners Association. Let's put out a bit more housing. We'll make this a bit more tight-lived. Row after row after row. Just houses everywhere. What do you mean privacy? What do you mean preserving nature? And you know it's proper American because people are just walking around armed on the street. Holy moly, Margaret. Where are you going with that thing? And this guy's transporting shields while sick. Listen, buddy, you should have just paid your insurance money. Why, you can't afford it? Well, too bad. If you get sick, you better hope you die quick. Another thing I absolutely love about America is the fact that they have more churches than they have McDonald's. But we'll start with one. This is gonna be tax deductible as we are a non-profit religious organization. Make way for progress, Forest! This is all gonna be housing when we're done. And in true American fashion, the workplace is here, but you live here. Meaning you have to drive on the goddamn interstate. Ah yes, ye old commute. And would you look at that? Our deforestation operation is going very well. Springfield was shaping up to become a proper American town with dense housing, unfriendly infrastructure, and total ecological collapse. Out of all the people working hard in Springfield, I relate most to this guy. He's just sitting on his bottom as his wife carries heavy loads of firewood. This guy is working hard. Hardly working. Uh-oh, Karen is nagging at him. She wants a divorce because he wouldn't take her to Applebee's. He's more of an Olive Garden kind of guy. But all of a sudden, a new message. By God, it's the British coming back to take their land. The British are coming! The British are coming! Wait, I'm a contemporary American. Goddamn, y'all! The goddamn Brits are coming, crooked teeth, goddamn bastards coming over the hill. I need a goddamn M249 emplacement over there. and a 5-inch. How big is a 5-inch? Oh,
I would be pretty familiar with a 5-inch mortar if you know.
Springfield has survived its first winter, and so far the change has been stunning. This used to be a beautiful forest, but now we cut it down. This also used to be a beautiful forest, but now it's housing development and a cool old church. Springfield is shaping up to be something absolutely beautiful. If you consider low-income housing in a suburban sprawl environment to be, well, just that. Beautiful. And with our industry section growing bigger every day, the forest shrinking at the cost of it, I'd say we're well on our way to creating America. We need to create a class divide. And the best way to do that is to separate people by way of income and housing. We're going to create another housing development. And of course, road curvature goes all the way down to 0.
Oh, damn, I love the grid, I love the grid, I love the grid, I love grid.
Now these houses are gonna be way finer than what you're used to. There's Phil the Oxman! Phil the Oxman. If these guys had a Lexus, they'd be driving it right now. Springfield has grown to a larger settlement, giving us another development point. We'll go into deep mining, because goddammit, we have unemployment, and the best way to solve that is by getting people into the mines. Good golly gee, if it isn't the Springfield 5-man football team. At this advantageous position, I can see the enemy coming miles away and will strike him down with the wrath of God. But would you believe it? We're putting the P in Pennsylvania because the Pennsylvania Dutch have arrived. That's right, everyone. It's the Amish. Jebediah, Jedediah, Jebebiah, and Baba Yetu is all gonna make sure that we have enough food to put on our plates. High fructose corn syrup, here we come. If you're a true Ohio guy, you know what it feels like to look out in your backyard and see a massive field. You now have employment. Get out there, start farming. There's never been a better time than this. Farm, friends, farm. At least this time, they're getting paid. Unlike some periods in the American history. Dear God, it's the British, and they've come to give us tea and crumpets and bad dental health care. Rally the lads, Minutemen, get into position. Hoorah! Men of the United States Army! Run, farmers, run! You're not safe here! But who's that coming over the ridge? It's the goddamn boys in white and blue! It's the US Marines! Let's go! Here they come, lads! Smack 'em! We pull off a masterful flank maneuver. Stab him in the rear, Steve! Stab him! He's wearing tights, for God's sake! Just beat him down! They're running! After him! After them! Alright, back to the farms with you. Come on, back to the farms. 1 p.m. Protect the family. 2 p.m. Continue farming. 3 p.m. Get shit-faced in the tavern. Would you look at these wheat fields, huh? Soon these will be burger buns. Perfect for our American people to eat. I'm putting all my production in one area. Big old farming complex. Farming complex. I find the whole ordeal quite simple. It's harvesting season. Now proud all-American farmers are gathering the wheat. If these people all came in during a population boom, does that make them... Oh dear God! It's a field full of boomers! Why do young people not just buy a house? Back in my time, I worked as a woodcutter, and I could afford this beautiful burgage plot. That's it, employ more people into the farming sector. We need more farmers. More farmers! That is a healthy woman right there. God damn! Victoria's secret is that she's actually a farmhand. But she keeps sneaking at the wheat, huh? You keep eating the wheat. That man is actually just ferrying cocaine to the Mexican border. You know, I tried to make America, but in reality, isn't this like a Soviet village? No! Low-income housing and farm labor with mass populations not using technology but hoeing by hand. No! I've become the very thing I swore to destroy. You know what they say, guys? No pain, no gain. Tell you what, let's just lift the poor people out of poverty. Lest we fall into actual communism. It had to be done. I just had to. You know what else is really American? Come on down to the local Walmart. Buy anything in one place. Who needs to have multiple markets when you can have the market right here? I love bread, I love bread, I love bread, I love... I'm getting awfully close to communism, so we're gonna start exporting one of the trade resources we've actually gathered a lot of. That's right, the arms industry is well alive and kicking. And there he goes. Richard Dick, Lord of War, seller of war bows. We call it AR. Archery range. Another beautiful suburb being constructed. And of course this one is inspired by West Virginia, as the mining pits are just over the corner. Now standing here on the interstate highway, I thought to myself, we have everything. Industry, suburbs, But we need one more thing to make this truly American. Skyscrapers. Or at least the closest thing to those that we can get in the medieval times. Now that's what I'm talking about. A proper McMansion. Things were good in Springfield, America. Our deep mining pits provided endless of iron ore that was quickly transferred over to the bloomery that turned it into iron bars. And our massive market, Walmart, had taken shape. Truly, we were living in a blessed land of plenty. But over at the trade post, something was happening. A man on a horse was preaching some sort of new doctrine. He was talking about how the workers needed to unite against their overlord, to unionize. We could not have this.
Listen, gentlemen, if you do not stop trying to unionize, I'm gonna have to send in the guard.
Charles, Stephen, Adam, John. Steven! You didn't get the memo. The shields are supposed to be red. They're only that color for 1 month and 1 month only. Then they go back to being red, just like always, okay? We need to come up with a way that we can distract the people so they don't unionize. Wait. You're right! Oh no! A band of brigands! That's so bad! That's right, I founded a group of bandits used to artificially create another threat to distract my population so that they would go fight for their homeland instead of care about their benefits. And that, my friends, is the American way. But there is a lot of them, so I hope I didn't create a threat too big for myself.
Come on, you Minutemen! Grab your bows! Stop this silly strike! We need to protect our home!
Can we get mercenaries? Ah, the wayward sons. I guess they will have to carry on because I don't have enough funds in my treasury.
Fire away, bowmen! This is a catastrophe! We need to break them quick! Steady stream of fire, gentlemen! Steady stream of fire! You're fighting for your homes! You're fighting for your loved ones! You're fighting for the industrial complex of America! Shoot, gentlemen! Shoot! The AR Archery Ranger! Yes! Again! Don't you feel united? Don't you feel like you're part of one big group? Divided we fall, united we stand! United States! Let's go!
And only 2 men died. Damn, heroes.
Ah, thank you, bandits.
I'll call you next time when we need to break a union. Hey, that worked really well. And with the pesky union busted, the town of Springfield had now grown to the size of medium. Here is where we had to make a decision. We were quickly running out of food, repeatedly, but our farms were predictably overfarmed.
But what is more American? Apple pie.
Where every farmer that would move in here would also be growing apples that they could pick come autumn. This area had now become the slum, while the old slum had become a massive housing development with plenty of fine buildings down Main Street. Our glorious farming commune, farming community. Men and women worked hand in hand. Also, do not look up to the right where you see that I'm actually mass importing weapons because
you got them right.
I don't want the people to unionize again, and it's been about 5 years since the last raiders came, and I beat them so hard they never came back, and now we have to artificially create another enemy to keep up the justification of my constant tax spending. Are you picking up what I'm putting down here?
It is war!
And he had gathered himself quite a sizable army. But while they had an army, we had
Fort Dix! The strongest fort in all of the land! Entirely constructed of, not dicks, but wood!
Wait, not that. Hardwood!
Our nation, America, goes to war! For America! These traitors! These rebellion scum! We will take them down for America! The British think they can keep us down. They can't. I will make sure of it.
Well, who is this guy? He's a pilgrim. Listen, if he's dressed like that in a war zone, he's CIA, okay? Don't mess with him. We moved up our forces. This was gonna be a decisive battle against lots of archers. If we could hurt them before they hurt us, it would be a great position to start in. With complete anarchy in their midst, we had taken out one of the archers.
It was utter chaos, but the boys in red and blue and white, the National Guard, pushed forward. It was glorious. It was battle. The purple lads against the men in glorious red, white and blue. Our glorious retinue turns tail and runs towards the archers, going in for a heavy charge. We ready our spears and clash into them, having nothing but silly hammers and their bows to protect themselves. Our glorious United States Marines chopped at them, one bit by bit. And so, the last of them broke. We were victorious. The glorious United States Army had won the day. Sir James of the US of A has declared peace in our time. And as our glorious army marched back from the battle, I felt like I was done here. We had truly created America with massive, endlessly reaching suburbs, with the mining pits of West Virginia working hard to supply iron. Iron earned and iron earned, as they say over in Baltimore. The massive trade network, exporting weapons all over the world. And that guy's even drifting backwards. God damn! How is this man riding a horse? Don't worry, he's from Texas. We do things a bit different over here. We got beautiful goods traded from far eastern lands. Food and... oh my god, I can't get over it! How are you so cool, you Texas Rex? Drifts backwards all the way to Oklahoma to sell his warbows. Can't get over how cool Americans are, man. That's why I've been talking trash about them the whole video. I'm just in awe of America. Talking about in awe, the inner city core is full of level 3 buildings, skyscrapers, the city district, the financial quarter as one may say. Perfect with goats, because goats are very financially sound investments. But that's not all of America. As also represented is the endless fields where one woman seems to be hoeing away. Hey, you won't get far hoeing like that, lass. But if you thought American car dependency was bad, look at this! The medieval equivalent of a parking lot. Stables full of oxen just waiting to be used. To pull heavy things. And last but not least, a great and glorious market where you can buy everything in one place. That's right, everyone. I made medieval Walmart. Hello, and thanks for making it to the end of the video. My name is Koifish, and I hope you really enjoyed this as much as I did. It would mean the world to me if you would leave a like and a comment, as it really helps out this video in the algorithm. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.